Hello everyone. So today we'll discuss about the access specifiers. Okay. So in the previous class we discussed about the class. Okay, and how to define the class and how to write the private and public in the class of the members of the class. Okay. So exactly as I told you, there are three access specifiers. So today we'll discuss the access specifiers. Access specifiers. So as I told you, there are three access specifiers. One is private, second one is a public, and third one is the protected. There are the three access specifiers. Okay, so the access specifiers defines the scope of the data. What it defines? The access specifier defines the scope of the data. What is the scope? What it contains? Scope of the data. That is a simple definition of your access specifiers. There are three. One is private, one is public, and one is the protected. So first one we will discuss about the private. So what is the private access specifier? Okay, and how we should define the private access specifiers. So private access specifier means a member data. Okay, so whatever the member data and which contains only accessed by the member functions. Okay, so private access specifiers are a member data which can only accessed by the member functions. Okay, so private access specifier. So this private access specifier, what it will do? It means what? It means which is a member which is having the member data. Okay, which is having the means a member data. Okay, what are the member data? Can only be accessed. Member data can only be accessed. Okay, in the private, which is the means the member data can only be accessed by the member functions. That is one point. What is that? Which is having can only access the member data by the member functions. And second point in this, the members declared under the private are accessible only within the class. That is very important point. Members, which are the members whatever you declared in the private. Okay, members declared. So if you declared int a, int x, okay, that are the members data. So members declared under the private are accessed. Okay, this point is very important. Okay, are accessible only within the class. Okay, so whatever the members declared in the private are accessible only that particular class. Okay, see, for example, if there is no access specifier is mentioned, then by default members are private. Okay, if you not specify also, automatically it will take it as a private. Okay, if you not mention no access specifiers, okay, private access specifier if no access specifier is mentioned, so this point is also very important. If no access specifier is mentioned, then by default by default it contains what? Private only. Okay, by default members are private. If you not declare, it will take it as a private only. Okay, if you declare private, it will take. If you not declare also, it will take it as a private only. So how you will define the private data is, it is like this: private colon int x int y. These are the members of the data, member data. Okay, in the private. So you have to write the colon here after the private, then whatever the data you want, you can write it here. Okay, so int, float, whatever the related to the particular class or the program. Okay, so what is the first one? It is a private, which is can be have the access specifier, means the member data can only be accessed by the member functions. Second point, so whatever the members declared under the private are accessible only within that class. And important, if no access specifier is mentioned, then automatically by default it will take it as a private. Okay, this is how we have to define the private access specifier. Private int x or int y, float y, it depends on whatever the class and whatever the program you are doing. Okay, second one, the second one is important, that is public. Second access specifier is the public one. So second one, public access specifier. Okay, so what is the public access specifier is? A public access means that members can be accessed by any function. Okay, any function outside of the class also. Public access, which is one is private, which is within the class you have to access. Public, whatever you are defining, okay, means what it means is whatever the members can be defined. Okay, whatever that which are public access means that members, whatever the members you are defining, okay, members can be accessed. Members can be accessed, very important, by any function, by any function, okay, outside the class also, outside the class also. Okay, that is the meaning of public. So when you write private, again in the class we are defining public. The public access means that members can be accessed by any function outside the class also. You can write inside the class also and outside the class also. For example, see, this is a class. I have written a class. If I return the class as a box, this is a class name as I told you. Then open brace, private. As you are defining the private, you have to define the members of your member data. We have to define. So I will define here box int length. Okay. Then int height. Okay. Then int width. So we are taking it as 3 variables: length, height and width. Then this is a private. Then I will define the public access specifier, which is of the colon. Okay, so one, I will write the function, one function, that is void set. You can take the function name in bracket. We are taking as integer another value as int I. Okay, then open brace, here height is equal to I. This is one function. Okay, so this is one function inside the class only. Still we are in the inside of the class. I will write another function, we'll write it here. So that is int. So this is one function. Still we are in the inside of the class. We are writing another function, int get height. This is another function. Okay, so what we are writing, return, just we are returning the height. Close. Then this function is closes here, this function is closes here. Then what I should write here, again close the class. As I told you, this is open, class is open here, so class is closes with the semicolon. Okay, next we are to write the main function. So when you go to the main function, I will write it here, int main. In the main function, as I told you, with the class name you have to create a object. So this is a class name is a box. Class name is a box. I will create one object, that is object is a name of the object. So what you have to access? You have to access length, you have to access height, you have to access the width. So object dot whatever the dot you are using, it is the length 10. Then object dot width, I specify 20. Okay, then height. So height is here, they are given with the set height. Okay, that is a class you define. So object dot set underscore height. Okay, then with what? 30. Okay, so lastly return 0 because we are writing int as main function. Then close the brace. Okay, so what will happen, this is a public access specifier, this is a private access specifier. In the class, this is a class name, this is a user defined class name, this is a class name, you can define anything. So this is the keyword, class is what? Keyword. Then this is a private access specifier with the members data. Then in the public, so as I told you, public access means that members can be accessed by any function outside the class also. So here you are still not written outside of the class, you are written inside the class only. Okay, so just you define this and you can access the outside of the class. This function can be accessed outside of the class also. Okay, so then we define this is one class, so sorry, this is one function, this is another function which are accessed in the main function by creating an object. So that is the public. So public is very important access specifier because we can write the functions inside the class and also outside the class also. Okay, if I want to access the outside the class, just you have to define what here. If you want to access outside the class, what you have to do here, you just in the public, so just define the class. Then after when it closes, here you can access with this wide set height. I will tell you later about this, how to access this. Okay. And the third one, that is first one is the private, second one is the public, and third one is the protected. So as private and protected works similarly, that is third one protected. Okay, so here same here also the members which are declared using protected, the members which are declared, okay, whatever the members which are declared using protected. So there you are writing private, here you have to write the protected. Protected can be accessed only by the member functions. Can be accessed only by the member functions. So both are similar, it works as a private and protected. But there is another point, important points. Okay, the member declared as a protected, the member, this point is very important, the member declared as a protected. Okay, if I declare it as a protected, what will happen is are accessible from outside the class, are accessible from outside the class, but what? But only in a class derived, whatever the class derived from it, which is the class derived from it, from that class only. Okay, so where it will be accessible, when it will be accessible outside the class, but I will write it here, but only in which is a class derived from it, a class derived from it. So basically we are using private and public are the more in the program. Protected generally we are not using, but sometime we are using the protected because protected and private works similarly. Okay, so the members declared as a protected are accessible from outside the class. They may access, but only the condition is in a class from which is class derived from it. Which class will be derived, for that class only it will access. Okay, so these three are the access specifiers we discussed, that is private, public, and third one is protected. We are using most of the times private and public. Private used to define what? Members of the data, and public we are using members of the data and also functions which can be declared within the class and outside the class. Next we can declare with the main function. So in the next class we will discuss how exactly the member functions whatever declared in the public can access outside, as I told you, how you can access outside also. There is a syntax for that. We will discuss it in the next class. Okay, thank you very much.